Hey guys, what's going on? It's January the 29th, 2020. Bell Let's Talk Day. An amazing day to raise awareness for mental health everywhere across Ontario, across Canada actually. And it's something we should be doing more often. Not just one day, not even just a week, but 365 days of the year. We should be talking more about mental health, bringing more awareness to it and why we go through the things we go through. Think about what you do on a daily basis to help people who have mental injuries. Is there anything that you do? Or do you just go about your day doing what you need to do? So if you really want to make an impact in somebody's life that is suffering from mental health, talk to them. Take the time. I'll give you an example out of my life. Last week, I was having a really, really tough day with the world around me. And I was driving out to the East End and I stopped off the highway at a Tim Hortons. And as I get off the highway on the median, there's a fella there sitting in a black trench coat, kind of goth looking, asking for money. And God says to me, I want you to buy him a coffee and a muffin. I'm like, cool, I can do that. And I want you to pray with him. And I'm like, really? I am in the worst of moods right now. I don't really want to talk to anybody. So I went and got my coffee and muffin. I got an extra coffee and muffin. I'm driving back and I'm thinking, okay, he's in the left turn lane. So I could just roll down no, I want you to park, God says to me. So I did. And it was raining, it was cold, and I was not in a good mood. I was actually in a little bit of a depressive state. But I walked across the road. I walked up onto the median. I walked up to this gentleman and I said, hey, how are you? What's your name? And he's like, my name's John. I said, my name's Jay. Here's a coffee. Here's a muffin. Do you mind if I say a little prayer with you? He's like, sure. So I said a little prayer with him, just telling him how much he was loved, how much he was appreciated, even in the hard times that he's going through right now, that God is still with him and he will provide for him. Then I gave him a hug and I walked away, went about my day. But you know what happened? As soon as I got back into my car, I started to cry because God was thanking me for getting out of my world and getting into his and helping people out there that need the help. I'll give you one more example of doing that. Just before Christmas, I was at the local mall with two of my daughters and they went into the store to get some stuff and I was gonna go grab a coffee. So I'm driving away and God says to me, park there. And I'm like, why? The coffee shop's way over there. He's like, park there. So I did. And he says, wait. And I'm like, okay, all right. Maybe my daughters are going to come out sooner than I thought. So this car pulls up beside me. And there's three 20-year-old kids in it. And I'm sitting there and I'm having a smoke. And they look over and they say, hey, can I have a smoke? And I'm like, sure. What's your name? He says, my name's Stuart. I said, nice to meet you. My name's Jay. Here's a smoke. So we just get to chit-chatting and I start to give a little bit of my testimony about the journey that I've been through, and two of the guys go into the store to do whatever they need to do and I'm left with Stuart. So we get chit-chatting back and forth and I grabbed his hand and I'm like, let me say a little prayer for you, brother. So same thing, I just told him how much he was loved and appreciated, how things in his life are going to get better. Despite how bad they might be right now, things will get better. And when I lifted my head up, he was crying. And he said to me, you know what? That's probably the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me in my entire life. I was going to go home and kill myself tonight. But now I'm not. And that still gets me. Because I took the time again. It's emotional stuff, man, when you get out there and talk to people. But I took the time out of my life out of my world to listen to God. And God saved somebody's life that night. So if you really want to help somebody, talk to people. Listen to people. Hear what it is they're saying. That's how you can make a difference in someone's life who has a mental health injury. One love, Jay.